themselves to criticism of the way others do what they themselves dare not even attempt. There is no more unhealthy being, no man less worthy of respect than he who either really holds or feigns to hold an attitude of sneering disbelief toward all that is great and lofty, points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who was actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions?
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at the solicitation of Japan, was still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific. The attack yesterday on the Hawaiian Islands has
Σαγέλιο Φεδρό και γη μητέρα των όλων, τον παντεπόπτη κύκλο του ήλιου καλό, δέστε Θεός από θεούς πως πάσχω. Δέστε τη βάσανα μ' αφάνισαν, ποιον άθλο φορτώθηκα, στον ατελείωτον ατελέσωπο. Τέτοιας ντροπής δεσμά για μένα βρήκε ο καινούριος σταγός των μακάρων. Τα παρόντα και τα μέλλοντα πάθη στενάζουν. Πώς και πότε πρέπει
that there be no sanctuary for terror, and to sustain such a policy, free men and free nations must unite and work together. Sometimes it is said that by imposing sanctions against Colonel Gaddafi, or by striking at his terrorist installations, we only magnify the man's importance. But the proper way to deal with him is to ignore him. I do not agree. Long before I came into this office, Colonel Gaddafi had engaged in acts of international terror, acts that put him outside the company of civilized men. For years, however, he suffered no economic or political or military sanction.
Every nation in this coalition has chosen to bear the duty and share the honor of serving in our common defense. To all the men and women of the United States Armed Forces now in the Middle East, the peace of a troubled world and the hopes of an oppressed people.
Feel that we must bear a good deal of responsibility for it, beginning with our cable of early August, in which we suggested the coup. Period, in my judgment, that file was badly drafted. Saturday, I should not have given my consent to it without a roundtable conference with McNamara and Taylor who presented their views. While we did redress that balance in later whiles, that first while.
They saw an eagle flying in the sun cast its talons. This is a sign from Apollo. You will win a great victory, Tom.
Bird signs. You want to plan a strategy based on bird signs.
Act to show respect. Mark Ptolemy prophesied 4 years of drought. We dug deeper wells. The drought came, we had water to drink. High priest
bending around the lesion, and so we should be clear from that, and we shouldn't have to worry about that. If there's one that comes directly in, that one you want to know about because the microwave probably won't control it. But there's the lesion. This looks like it's around the periphery. We should be good. Most people believe that when you do a non-anatomic resection, it should be bloodless or less bloody than when you do a formal resection. It's been my experience that doing smaller resections actually tend to be bloodier than a formal resection, as you'll see as we've done here. And that has to do with the fact that, at least in the way we proceed in our resections, we try to get inflow and outflow control. And I think that has a significant impact on the amount of blood you will lose during the case. When you do a non-anatomic resection, it's difficult to get that kind of inflow and outflow control because you just don't. There are a variety of ways to approach that. In this case, I chose